If you found my channel, you're very likely on the path to self-improvement. And I started on this path myself many years ago, which was my freshman year of college. And frankly, I'm still on that path today. When I first started, I really didn't know where to start. I just started consuming as much information as I possibly could. You can start getting a little lost in just how much information is available out there, who you should listen to, and who you should trust. So in today's video, I figured that I would make a quick video about my favorite resources that I use for self-improvement. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tyler Warlow, and I make videos on subjects that I wish that I knew when I was younger. These videos all center around how to improve your life through your confidence, capabilities, and overall happiness. Today's video will focus on some of my favorite resources that I have used over the years to help me learn and improve on my self-improvement journey. If that sounds interesting, let's go ahead and jump into the video. The very first channel that I started watching when I was younger to start my self-improvement journey was Alpha M. This channel is ran by Aaron Marino, and it was centered around how to improve your confidence and self-presentation. I watched a ton of Aaron's videos to learn how to improve my fashion and self-confidence. Recently, he's shifted a little bit away from making those kinds of videos and focuses a little bit more on making business-related videos and helping creators to learn how to run their own businesses. If you're just starting to learn how to put together nice outfits or looking for a really good resource on how to do your hair, things like that, then I would highly suggest checking out his channel. And if you're more interested in more of the business side of things that he's been putting together and seeing how he grew his own businesses, check out his other channel, which is Alpha Empire. While I don't watch his stuff as much anymore, I thought that he was instrumental in the early days of my self-improvement journey. A couple other resources that I highly recommend for fashion and confidence related topics is going to be Alex Costa, Teaching Men's Fashion, and Real Men, Real Style. All of these channels offer really good information and resources in terms of how to improve your fashion and self-confidence. Next up is going to be my current favorite resource for learning, and that's going to be Dr. Andrew Huberman's podcast, Huberman Lab. I have listened to every single episode that he has, which is a little bit of a feat as many of his episodes can run pretty long, upwards of 3 hours. The nice thing about his resources are that all the sections within his podcast are timestamped, so you can watch it however you would like by watching or listening with smaller chunks of time or on specific topics within a particular podcast. His podcast is really good and is centered around several different things. He focuses on how to improve your life through things such as your sleep, health, mental health, nutrition, other aspects of that nature. And pretty much all of his podcasts are focused on the science of how this helps to improve your life. He also does guest podcasts where he brings on guests to talk about subjects that he might not be an expert in. And recently he's been bringing on other guests that step a little bit outside the realm of science, but get you more focused on thinking about how your life is going to go. I highly recommend his channel for anyone who is really interested in the science behind why things work to help improve your life and health and so on, because he really does break it down into a pretty easily understandable method. And then from that easily understandable base, he will build and give you more detail throughout the rest of the podcast. Like I said already, his podcast might be a little daunting to many because of just how long some of the episodes are. But if that is a little bit of a turnoff to you, I highly recommend just listening to it in smaller chunks, and it will really offer you some good information. A lot of the videos that I've done on learning have actually been based off the information that I learned in his podcasts. So if you're interested in him or have heard of him, be sure to give his podcast a listen. Another creator that I'm going to highly recommend is Ali Abdaal. He makes a lot of really great videos on how to improve your life in general. He has made videos on how to work on studying. He has made videos on how to focus on goal setting, and he's made videos on how to improve yourself on side hustles such as YouTube. He offers a lot of really great information, and he does it in digestible video sizes. On top of that, he talks to you as though you are a friend. So it's really easy to feel his passion and understand what he is saying. I really enjoy his videos for the positive attitude that he brings to it, as I find them to be really encouraging. So if you're looking for a really positive creator that's going to offer you some really solid information and a path forward for helping you to improve your life, check out Ali Abdaal. If you are younger or you're currently trying to learn something new, I would highly recommend checking out Thomas Frank's channel. This was someone that I watched a lot in college when I was trying to work on my productivity and studying, as he offers a lot of really simple and easy methods for you to work on your studying and to become a straight A student. A lot of these principles can be applied to other things that you're learning even if you're not a student. So I highly recommend checking him out if you're looking to improve your ability to learn. If you're looking to improve your financial position, I highly recommend giving the Bigger Pockets Money podcast a listen. Bigger Pockets started off as a real estate site, and that is still what they are most known for. However, over the years, they recognize that a lot of their user base just wants to work towards financial independence without necessarily investing in real estate. And from that, the Bigger Pockets Money podcast was born. This podcast focuses on giving information out freely to help people reach millionaire status, no matter what your position is in life. They do a really good job by giving teaching resources, bringing on expert guests, and also reviewing other people's finances so that you can learn from other people. This has also been a recent favorite of mine, as I started listening to the real estate podcast back when I was a freshman and transitioned over to the Bigger Pockets Money podcast couple years ago. I personally really enjoy the information that they give, and I feel like they go into really good detail, and they also work closely and are understanding of everyone's different situations. So if you're looking for a good resource to help learn more about personal finance, check out Bigger Pockets Money. Now finally is going to come my last favorite resource for learning new things and improving, and that is going to be my mentors. Over the years, I've been incredibly lucky to have some really solid mentors, especially in my career-related fields. At my first co-op, my boss is the one who kind of took me under his wing and introduced me to the concept of personal finance and the ideas of investing towards your future. Without him, I would have only been saving, and I wouldn't have been investing towards my future, which I could have potentially been down a very different path, because I really wanted to spend my money. He was instrumental in getting me interested in personal finance, which I think was a huge thing for improving the direction that my life was going. I've also had two mentors in my full-time jobs. My first was at my first job. She was a very honest mentor, so I could ask her any questions that I was interested in, and I knew that I could trust her to give me a realistic answer. She helped me work on my career development and continue to improve my skills, but also gave me some really solid advice in terms of the timeline that I should expect in terms of career development. My current mentor is at my current job, and frankly, I really enjoy working with him. Anytime that I am interested in something or have some questions for him, he's willing to dive into it head first and cover it in as much detail as I will let him. He's been able to give me advice from real world scenarios to business scenarios, and also teach me more technical aspects of the job. So if you have people that you can learn from in your life, take advantage of that scenario. When I was in high school, one of my scoutmasters was kind enough to give me a job at his mechanic's garage. And to this day, I kind of regret that I didn't take more advantage of that to learn as much as I could at that time. So if you have people in your life that are willing to teach you and are willing to guide you down certain paths, take advantage of that, because those are going to be the people that want to support you and see you succeed. But that's going to bring us to the end of today's video, y'all. Hopefully you found some of the information in today's video to be helpful or informative. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to join me along in this self-improvement journey. If you're interested in more videos like this one where I talk about how to learn, be sure to check out this video right here where I talk about how to learn and study effectively. If you're interested in more of my most recent topics, be sure to check out this video right here. But until the next time, this is Tyler Warlow, signing off.